healing of the planet, the free cleansing of the planet, then we won't get any farther. But the good thing is that they are so near this point of what I call this funnel. Like it's white, oh where there's white there has to be black, oh we have to... It's like a fight actually. But I think the good will always prevail. It has to, because money is an illusion. Power is an illusion. So if a lot of people are like the 100 monkey effect with a critical mass, and that's the thing which is difficult for me, what do? Are we going to go out the streets and fight? Kill the bad guys and be a killer yourself? Or are we going to raise consciousness and let spirit guides, the multidimensional world, or whatever, our conscious or subconscious, whatever, the soul of the world, whatever you want to call it, guide the rest? I think we are allowed to be continuously non-compliant. And I think that's the power. But I think we shouldn't make the mistake to go out on the streets and actually riot and kill. Because, and the thing is, I was theorizing this and then I read an article about David Icke exactly saying exactly the same thing. Don't go rioting because it will reinforce probably situation they want you to be in. Because if you have that, like the mandatory vaccinations coming our way, probably, you have martial law, you have opportunities to get rid of people. So that's a problem. I think it has to start with consciousness, because a lot of people still don't have any clue about what's going on, and they're not dumb or naive. They are just being fed with all these very convincing lies. Because if you have the truth and you twist it just 1/4 at the end, it becomes a 100% complete lie. But it's still maybe 99% truth. And when it looks like that and it feels like that, you accept it as truth. And because the body accepts whatever message you feed it, consciously or subconsciously, from yourself or from outsiders manipulation, okay? It just carries out the codes you put in. So first, the interpretation of these codes, of these interference patterns of sound, light and energy, which is also consciousness, has to be changed, because what goes in here gets performed here, okay? In your body and in your actions, also your political society actions as a whole. But when it changes here, in the 0-point energy field of consciousness, it comes in the same way, but with different information content. So it changes your biochemical actions, it changes the way you feel, it changes the way you behave, it changes the way you choose, because that's the whole thing. We can only choose the right thing if we have the complete information, the truth about what is the right thing. If you know for sure that vaccines are good, safe and effective, but if you know for sure that that's not the whole information out there, that it's actually a lie, there's a lot of poison in there and it's actually suppressing the immune system or making the immune system like going berserk and creating autoimmune reactions and brain problems and all kind of disease. Because please realize, this is very important, talking about vaccinations, the only real immunity is health, okay? But the immune system, we know a lot about the immune system, and we do know nothing about the immune system at the same time. Because the real immune system is actually the light body. Talking about the immune system is going into the same biochemical lie. It's helper cells, it's B cells, T cells, it's whatever. No, it's electromagnetic transfer of information, of stuff which gets released or gets entered into those cells. Biochemical action is, we are not biochemical beings, we are electromagnetic beings, literally. We are sound and light and energy beings, okay? So, if you know that about vaccines, you can also make an electromagnetic anti-vaccine. Realize that this is a possibility. That even with a pandemic, it would, theoretically, it's even practically, but I don't have the machine, but theoretically it's possible to have the frequency information content of the field energetics of that vaccine, okay? So the frequency signature, the blueprint of all those working elements in the vaccine, and transfer it back as an anti-vaccine, an electromagnetic antidote to that vaccine. And you can even send it out as a signal to radio and TV wires. You can do that. If sound and light are carrier waves, why not do it through TV? And no, I'm not going into the whole discussion of what's sent out to TV and radio right now, because that's a different ballgame. But you understand where there's white, there's black, and a lot of possibilities. Whatever you want to use. In the CIA, you can use whatever kind of thing as a weapon if you know how and how to use it as a weapon, okay? But in healing, we need to know how to use biowarfare principles, the white side of that, and use it for energetic healing. It's the same principle, but it's the way you use it, the way you want to implement it, and with what kind of effect you want to establish, which creates the final result. Based on our intention in the first place, our consciousness, our willingness to heal, or our willingness to do bad things. And of course, a lot of doctors don't even know they're harming people. If you're not conscious of the ingredients of a vaccine, and you are being learned that it's all okay and all fine, I knew for sure that they were great. I never saw one thing in a textbook about it, but it was regular knowledge that vaccines, yeah, they were for immunity, but it's all bullshit. Because the work of Robert Becker even showed that trees, and the work of Voll, and what's the other guy with his life fields, Harold Burr,